How about that?
Yeah, absolutely. This weekend, there's a celebration of pop culture happening in Rochester. Roc Con is coming up tomorrow and Sunday at the Main Street Armory. Mark is very excited about this because we're joined by Michael Dorn. Worf is what most people know you as, an iconic character on the TV series Star Trek: The Next Generation. Thank you so much for breaking up bright and early and being here this morning.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
I guess, what is it about these conventions that keeps you coming?
First of all, it's the money. It's so good. No, I mean, we say that, but it really isn't that. It's just about everybody has their own reason for doing it. Some people because it keeps their character in the public eye. My thing is that I love my friends, and I love hanging out with them while we're doing the shows. We have dinners and laugh and giggle all the time.
Cool. Well, Worf is an iconic character for the show, a Klingon for people who don't know the series. And you didn't have much emotion, but you were the closest to an emotional Klingon that there was.
Yes. Klingons were always very emotional, just very much let's kill and slice people up and drink and eat and like crazy part. And he was really like straddling the fence about that. He wanted to be that, but also he was raised with humans and had their sensibilities. Right. And it was a great part to play because you really had to walk that thin line. And I like the way that he wasn't sure and how he grew and how he became like all of us do.
And your character, I mean, it has carried, right? I mean, it has just, compared to some of the other characters, you've kind of gone into many other places, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the one thing that I just discovered, and this is a funny thing about this character and about the show, you discover things way after it's over. Yeah. Which is, Worf is a guy, he didn't have any fear about anything. He wasn't afraid of anything. I mean, it was like, if somebody said, okay, we're going on a mission that everybody's going to die, he'd go, I'll go. And he just didn't have that fear, and that's a really good thing. I think that was one of the things that he brought to the whole Star Trek world. In fact, the guy who played Dr. Bashir, Siddig, said, he's English, so he talks this way. He says, it's a zippity kind of machismo.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, but that's what he brought, I thought.
You have a funny moment that you can remember from shooting in the original series here?
It was 7 years of funny moments.
Yeah.
There was just so much that was going on at the time. I mean, I think if anything stood out, it was one time where Marina, who was like my best friend, she loves to give me crap about if I'm heavy acting, is what she called it. Okay. And she would come in and she goes, ooh, there's a lot of heavy acting going in this place, And I was heavy acting. I was, Right.
Did you identify with Worf at all? Anything about his character?
Yeah, at first, no, but then later on, yeah. I thought he was an honorable guy, and that was really good because I like that thing of just kind of staying the straight and narrow, not kind of veering away. I mean, there's all kind of gray areas, but I thought that was great. I thought he was a great soldier. I grew up, wanting to be John Wayne, so he represented that. And also the way that he's soaked up, because I love to learn. I'm like always reading. Somebody says, Michael, you got to read this, or you got to look. I'm like, I love it. And so I was able to, I was able to infuse that in his character also, which is he sees something and usually he'll say, okay, we got to do this. Then somebody will say something else and he'll go, that may not be a bad idea. Let me try that. And he kind of incorporates it in his character.
That's great.
And that's what he's become.
Well, you're going to stick around with us for another segment. Thank you for doing that.
No problem.
And thank you for joining us. I do have one question for you after we come back. I want to know how long it took for your makeup to be put on and how long it would last, how many touch-ups you needed throughout the day, throughout the shoot.
Okay.
Thank you, Michael.
No problem.
And we'll have more with Michael Dorn when we come up.